Homer helped his brother clean up some rubble, but it seemed like he could never finish it. Just as he cleaned a little, a pile of rubble fell off. The space here is too narrow and he can't bend down, so he can only work in a half-ton posture. After working for several hours in a row, the exhausted Homer was forcibly pulled back to rest. More and more people gathered at the entrance of the cave, and more than 100 people racked their brains, but couldn't come up with an effective rescue plan. A thin reporter named Miller deliberately entered the cave during this period to give Floyd food and a wired light bulb, which can illuminate and warm the body through the temperature of the bulb. After understanding the situation, Miller came out and wrote down what he witnessed and published it in the newspaper. At this time, someone wanted to use a rope to pull the trapped people out. After the plan was finalized, Homer went down to help Floyd mark the rope. This method was initially effective, and Floyd's upper body moved out. But then Floyd screamed. Homer immediately took care of everyone to loosen the rope and stop pulling. At this time, Floyd felt that he was almost pulled in half, and the pain in his left leg was the most obvious. It should be that the fallen rock stuck his leg. The time came to February 5th, and the news that Floyd was trapped quickly spread in the newspapers. Thousands of people gradually gathered at the entrance of the cave to watch the fun. Once there are more people, they have to solve the problems of eating, drinking, defecating, and urinating. Temporary vendors can be seen everywhere at the entrance of the cave. The entire town has never received so many tourists, and local villagers have rented out their empty rooms to tourists for rest. On February 6th, a cave exploration expert rushed to the scene after seeing the newspaper. The expert analyzed the situation on the scene and made two plans that could be carried out simultaneously. Plan 1. Find a position close to Floyd on the ground. Dig a tree well leading to several wells underground. When you reach Floyd's depth, dig in his direction and rescue him. The second plan is for the experts to go in themselves and try to dig up the rubble around Floyd. After dozens of hours of continuous digging, they finally saw initial results. Floyd's hands barely had some space to move, which gave everyone a glimmer of hope. Now, the most important thing is the rock on his leg. The position inside the rock is completely out of reach, let alone moving the stone. There has been excrement accumulated here for many days, and the stench is terrible. The experts had to go out and discuss other options.